Excuse me? Did the Bible just say my soul condition affects my physical health? Yes. Yes, it did. And there are many other verses that back up the idea that the health of our soul dictates the health of our bodies. Welcome back to Come Alive and Thrive with me, Karen Williams. I'm on a mission to inspire ordinary women to become future world changers by starting their own God inspired business and getting healthier along the way. Let's get into today's topic. Buckle up. This is your great adventure. So here I am, working for a secular organization, watching my clients roll up on the struggle bus with one-way ticket to burnout town. As they sit across from me, I can't help but think, what if they knew about the one who heals? I mean, Jehovah Jireh literally calls himself the God who heals. It's kind of his thing. But back then, I couldn't talk about him, not professionally. Plus, I didn't really know what to say about it anyway. So I started imagining, what if there were a manual, a how-to guide for this earth suit we call a body? Oh, wait, there is a manual. It's called Scripture, and honey, it brings receipts. Let me hit you with a verse that slapped me in the head several years ago. It's 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. It says this: I pray you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. Excuse me? Did the Bible just say my soul condition affects my physical health? Yes. Yes, it did. And there are many other verses that back up the idea that the health of our soul dictates the health of our bodies. And science backs up this crazy idea. I was shocked. But I have to tell you, this theme is repeated throughout Scripture. And it is, in fact, backed up by science. We all know the basic laws of physical health. Eat good food, move your limbs with exercise, sleep like it's your full-time job and pays the bills. Good sleep really does pay the bills, but that's another podcast. The Scripture lays out spiritual and mental laws too, ones with direct impact on your health and well-being. Suddenly, health isn't just about being on a kale diet. It's about kingdom dynamics. It's about laws written into the created universe. Speaking of kingdom, let's zoom out. Let me first set the scene. Your life's story is a love story with explosions. You were born into the middle of a war zone. Not the kind of war with camo and tanks, but a spiritual war. In this spiritual war, there's no neutrality. You're either on one side or you're on the other. Sorry, Switzerland, you don't exist here. There's a kingdom of light and a kingdom of darkness, and they are at war. And spoiler alert, you were not born into the kingdom of light. You entered this world smack dab in the middle of the kingdom of darkness, and its evil overlord, the Prince of Darkness, is the one running the place. He's creepy, manipulative, abusive, and he's your evil stepdad. There is a king who created everything, Yahweh. He's king over all the other littler kings. The creator did not dream up this war. There was an insurrection in the spirit realm, and Satan and his minions declared war. The point is, the battle shows up in tangible ways in our physical realm. When people ask why God would allow school shooters, the answer is there's a battle. When someone asks why God would allow Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, or Mao, the answer is there's a battle. This sin or rebellion also brought disease and illness into the world. Now, this powerful creator of the universe wrote laws into its existence. We study these laws and refer to them as the law of gravity, the law of entropy, or Newton's law of motion. You know, an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by another force, which is part of the reason some of us have trouble exercising. There's also laws written into existence that impact the realm of the mind as well as the spirit realm. The point here is there's one creator of everything. He even made up the rules of the game that govern all of life. And he wrote them out for us in this user manual called the Bible. So here's the beginning of your story. While Yahweh's original design was peace in the garden, you, my dear one, were born right into the kingdom of darkness. Remember, there's no neutral spiritual Switzerland, as much as we want to bury our heads and pretend there is. Oprah is wrong. Not all gods lead to the same heaven. So born into darkness we were. The ruler of the dark kingdom was never meant to be your daddy. He's the ruler of the underworld and he's an evil stepfather. Here's the good news. Yahweh devised a way to overcome these lower kings and snatch you right back to where you belong in the kingdom of light. He's offering to adopt you into his kingdom, but he requires your consent. He won't adopt you if you aren't interested in escaping your evil foster dad. His invitation is extended, but you must receive it, accept it, and RSVP. Church folk often shrink salvation down to this passive little prayer. Just ask Jesus into your heart, try not to mess up too badly until you die. But scripture has other plans. We're not just RSVPing for heaven. We're accepting an invitation into a kingdom right here, right now. This is what it means when it says the kingdom of heaven is at hand. In scripture, the word for salvation is the Greek word sozo, S-O-Z-O. Now, some other Greek words are used, but this word sozo is used around 110 times in the New Testament. It's a lot of usage. It's biblical for important. Sozo means more than just saved. It has broader usage with other implications. It also means delivered, as in delivered from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. Delivered from the power of the evil stepdad. The word sozo can also mean healed. That's why I'm droning on about laying the foundation of kingdom concepts. Salvation isn't something we just wait for after we die. Salvation has very tangible implications right here in your life, right now. You see, when we believe that saved means we believe in Jesus, and we're just waiting on heaven to escape this sick body and get our new body, we've stripped the gospel of the power it was originally given. Sozo is a much bigger word with much bigger impact. Sozo means saved, but it also includes deliverance from demonic oppression, and it means healed. The gospel is good news for your health, but if we only accept the salvation from hell, we don't access the rest. You and I are going to be talking about these kingdom concepts so that you can be set free from bondage, so that your health can be set free. And if I have my way, you'll be so stoked, so excited, so full of energy that you'll turn and help others with these kingdom laws. You'll help others transform their lives just like you've transformed yours. So remember, your health is impacted by laws written into the fabric of the universe, physical laws, as well as mental and spiritual laws. Once you see the whole package, you start a full life transformation. All right, that's all for now. Remember, this one life is your great adventure. I bless you with a saltiness in your life that makes people around you thirsty for living water.